Hey guys, today I'm doing my Throwback Thursday of my May favorites from 2014. If you guys have never seen this video from me before, I'll have my playlist linked down below. And basically, I will be re-reviewing all the products that I mentioned in my favorites video from 2 years back, letting you know my current thoughts, whether the products are still favorites or whether I have replaced them with something that I prefer. My inspiration for this series is Kristen Game. I'll have her channel and her playlist linked down below. Please make sure you go check her out. I will also have linked down below the original favorites video, and I will list and link all the items that I'm mentioning. My first favorite of the month was a look. I do have a tutorial on this entire look. I'll have it linked up here in case you'd like to check it out. And the star of the show was my MAC eyeshadow in Shimmermoss. This is a gorgeous turquoise color with golden shimmer. It is a Deluxe Pearl finish. Unfortunately, this shade was discontinued. MAC Steamy is very similar color-wise, but it does have a different finish. I believe it is a luster. So this is a shade I was wearing all over the lid. And for my crease and transition colors, I use the Urban Decay Naked Original palette. I use the shade Buck in my crease and Naked for my transition shade. As you can see, I have hit pan on Naked. This is the only eyeshadow besides Wet n Wild Brûlée that I've actually hit pan on, so that's very exciting. I love these colors so much. The formula of these shadows are impeccable, very pigmented, smooth, and blendable. If I ever used up these two shades, I would absolutely purchase them in the single form. They're really great warm tone shadows, but they don't pull too orange. They're almost a mix of neutral and warm undertones that make them absolutely perfect for my skin tone. Absolutely love these for crease and transition shades. So I haven't worn this look in a while, which is a bummer, but I absolutely love it. I have unfortunately become more of a neutrals girl over the past couple years, and I neglect my colorful shadows, which sucks because I have so many gorgeous colorful shades, so I need to get back into them, but I would still consider this look a favorite. I think it's beautiful. The blush I was wearing in that look is the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Peach Pop. And here is a swatch of the Clinique Cheek Pop in Peach Pop. This is one of the original 4 shades. They have since added 8 to their collection to make a total of 12. Unfortunately, most of these shades are geared towards light or medium skin tones, but they do have 2 shades that would be amazing for deep skin, Fig Pop and Cola Pop. Those would look so gorgeous. I absolutely love the shade Peach Pop. It is one of my holy grail blushes. This is such a gorgeous color, but I absolutely love the formula of the Clinique Cheek Pops. These are a buildable blush. So with one layer, you have a nice light wash of color, but if you like bam in your face blush like me, take a dense angled brush, apply a couple layers, and you are good to go. So I love that no matter what your preference is in terms of pigmentation, you should be able to get it with this blush. And also the finish is really beautiful. It's a gorgeous satin finish. So if you have dry patches, it's not going to look too dry. If you have oily skin, you're not going to look too shiny and greasy. It's not going to draw attention to acne, pores, or wrinkles. The formula of these blushes would work for so many skin types. Highly recommend the Clinique Cheek Pops. They are amazing. I love this color so much, and I really enjoy the formula. And the lip color I was wearing in that look is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Maple Blondie, which is the perfect light pink tone peach. Right here is a swatch of the NYX Butter Gloss in Maple Blondie. Maple Blondie was one of the first shades I picked up, and now I have 10 NYX Butter Glosses because I love the formula and the shade range so much. I think they have 30 or 32 lip glosses total, which is really amazing. They have so many different colors, which is very impressive for any lip gloss line, but especially from the drugstore. I love these so much. Depending on the natural pigmentation of your lips and the shade that you purchase, you're able to get light medium opacity from them. I like wearing these on their own or as a lipstick topper. They have a tiny bit of stick to them, but not very much, so they aren't the longest lasting. You'll probably only get a couple hours of wear. If you use these as a topper instead of on their own, you will get a little longer wear with them. Holy grail lip gloss. I absolutely love this. I am so happy to have all the shades that I do. This is still one of my favorite shades. Highly recommend this formula. Then I had one other blush favorite. This was the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Blissful, which is a really pretty pink tone peach shade. And here is a swatch of Tarte Blissful. So I purchased these blushes several years ago. The packaging is a little bit different now, and I'm not sure if they have reformulated these. I don't like the Tarte blushes. I definitely prefer MAC and the Balm. These blushes do not look good in swatches whatsoever. I actually do not recommend swatching them because this absorbs the oil in your skin and really F's with the product. I have found that was a big problem with all of my Tarte blushes, is that I was swatching them, getting my oils in the product, and then it got hard pan so bad. I have tried to scrape off the top layer, and I still have some hard pan that I'm not able to get off, which is really disappointing. I have only ever had that happen with one other blush, which would be the MAC Ombre blushes from a Toledo collection. Other than that, I've never had a blush get hard pan like these do, and I just cannot deal with that. It is so much nonsense. I do have the Tarte Amazon Clay Blush in Exposed. I have worn off the top layer completely because I use it so much, so now I've gotten to the good stuff, and I really do like that one. This is a beautiful color, but the formula is so annoying. I do not like working with it. I was able to actually get a good swatch in this video, but I think it's because I've tried to film this video on like 4 or 5 different days, so I've finally like gotten through that top layer. Now, Tarte blushes in the minis and in the palettes seem to be a lot better quality. They are smoother, a little more powdery, but they're easy to pick up on a brush and they swatch really easily. For some reason, the single blushes are not as good, or maybe it's because mine were an old formula, but regardless, I do not plan on buying Tarte blushes ever again. Even if I love the color, the formulas are just not for me. My next favorite was an eye look. I do have a tutorial on this, I believe. I will have that linked up here. So as a base on my lid, I was using the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Caramel Cool, which was unfortunately from a limited edition collection because I love this color. I really do love the Maybelline Color Tattoos. I don't use them as much as I used to, but this is a beautiful copper base. This and Bad to the Bronze are my top 2 holy grail must-have Maybelline color tattoos, so really happy I was able to pick this one up. So absolutely love this as a base or wearing it on the lids by itself. And over top of it, I was using the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Amber Rush. Now, the Infallibles do not need to be put over a base. These are pigmented enough on their own. This is a beautiful rose gold color. It does pick up a little more copper on top of that base, but this is so beautiful. I absolutely love this color. Super shimmery and gorgeous. I don't own any of the other Infallibles from L'Oreal because the colors don't really speak to me, but I really do love the formula of this one, and I would recommend this shade. It is so beautiful. If you do want to just pop a color on your lid, I love that it is metallic because I feel like it helps to brighten the eye. And I believe the eyeshadow I was using in my crease is MAC Deep Damson. I think MAC Fig 1 would look beautiful as well. I love both these colors and they are super pigmented, blend out really nicely. I love MAC eyeshadow so much. I haven't worn that look in a long time, but I do love all the products individually as well as together. Another favorite I do not have here is the Milani Eye Tech Perfection Liquid Liner, which is that ergonomic shape like the NYX Curve Liner. I don't like that. I much prefer using a regular pen liner like the Physicians Formula Eye Booster. I much prefer that over that Milani. Like, yeah, it's more ergonomic, but I don't find that it's actually easier to use. I think the product dried up pretty quickly, so I definitely would not repurchase that, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot more expensive than other liners because of the shape. I don't even know if Milani still sells that anymore, but I definitely do not consider that a favorite any longer. Now moving on to the lip favorites. The first is the Korres Lip Butter in the shade / scent Pomegranate. Here is a swatch of what Pomegranate looks like. As you can see, it's a very light wash of color. I really do love the formula of these lip butters. They are really creamy, very smooth. They make your lips feel really soft. I wish they were not in a pot. I tend to not reach for them because they are in a pot and because they have color to them. It makes me feel like they're going to be a lot more messy than it would be if it was a clear lip product in a pot. I keep this in my monthly makeup basket, but I hardly ever use it. I need to use it more, but I wouldn't consider it a favorite anymore because I hardly ever reach for it. My next favorite was a lip combo that I was wearing with the Tarte Blissful Blush. The first part of that combo was the Revlon Color Burst Lacquer Balm in the shade Coquette. Right here is a swatch of the Revlon Coquette. And over top of that, I was wearing the MAC Archie's Girl Betty Lip Gloss in the shade Kiss and Don't Tell, which is a beautiful pinky coral. And right here is a swatch of MAC Kiss and Don't Tell. To be honest with you, I don't know if I've used this combo since this video 2 years ago, which is quite a shame. I was thinking about decluttering this Revlon Lacquer Balm in Coquette, but looking at it now, it is such a gorgeous pinky coral shade, right up my alley. It does have a slight bit of shimmer, but not too much. Some of the shades in this range have a lot of shimmer or even some pieces of glitter, but this one doesn't. This one is really pretty shade. It isn't the longest wearing. I do have an entire review on the Revlon Lacquer Balms. I'll have it linked up here. Honestly, because I can't remember how I feel about them, so I'm gonna keep it for now. Might declutter in the future if I don't give it any more use. Then I had the MAC lip gloss. The only reason I purchased this is because I love Archie's comic so much, and I had to have something from the collection, and Betty is my favorite character. This is so beautiful. I love the packaging of this lip gloss so much. I actually have used down to about here, which is pretty good. I wore this lip combo so much back in the day, and this is a bit on the sticky side, which I don't love, but it does have pretty good pigmentation. I do plan on rocking it this summer because I want to get some use out of this. I'm not going to purchase any more MAC lip glosses in the future. My favorite lip gloss formulas would be the NYX Butter Gloss and the Buxom Full On Lip Polishes, so I'm probably not going to purchase any more of these, but I'm happy to have this one because it's from the Archie's collection. And lastly, I had one more lip product. This is the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in Cherish, which is a light wearable blue tone pink. And right here is a swatch of the Revlon Balm Stain in Cherish. I do have this in my Project Use It Up 2016. I'll have that playlist linked up here. I don't think I'll be getting to this lip product this year, but hopefully I can finish it up in 2017. I do have quite a bit of products left, but I love these balm stains so much, and I really enjoy this color. I think it is so pretty for the springtime, especially on light skin tones. I definitely would still consider this a favorite. I am really excited to hopefully be using it up. One thing I want to mention is that with all of the shades in the Revlon balm stains is that the more you reapply them throughout the day, the darker the stain gets. So the color of the actual lip product is going to look a lot lighter than the stain it leaves behind. And that can be a little bit annoying, especially with the shade Honey. I do not love the color of the stain as much as I love the color of the actual lip product. So that is something to keep in mind. I think that these are still available. They may have discontinued a couple of the shades, but I definitely would recommend these. They are really moisturizing, very comfortable. They do last pretty well on the lips. I don't mind reapplying them, so this is definitely still a favorite lip product of mine. Then I had a couple polish favorites. The first was the OPI You're Such a Budapest, which is the Most Perfect Purple Periwinkle. This shade is opaque in 3 thin, easy to apply coats. Love this. This is absolutely a holy grail polish of mine, a go-to in the springtime. You must have this. This was part of a limited edition collection, but I'm pretty sure it has been added to the permanent line, which is fantastic. And then I had a polish combo. I no longer have one of the polishes. I do not have the L'Oreal Macaroon Me Madly any longer. It was a pretty color, but wasn't one that I felt like I had to hold on to. But the polish I was wearing in the combination with that L'Oreal is Orly's Rage. This is the most gorgeous metallic rose gold polish ever, but this does not last on my nails. This chips so fast. This is the only Orly polish that I have. I'm not sure if the creams perform better than this shade. I'm willing to work with this formula because I love the color so much, and I have found a really great top coat. The Glisten and Glow HK Girl is holy grail material to me. This is absolutely still a favorite, one of the most gorgeous polishes ever. I love wearing this in the fall season. It is stunning. So guys, that was my Throwback Thursday of my May favorites from 2014. Please let me know if you do a similar series on your channel. I would love to check it out. I would also love to know your thoughts if you tried out these products. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.